Good morning, all. I hope I'm audible. Yeah, I understood. Sir is on another call. I'm trying since last 2 minutes. You can switch off the mic. Yeah. So whenever you are required to speak, you can open and speak. I'm making a call to sir. He might join in a few minutes. So until then, I'll be telling you a few things with respect to the DAF. See, earlier, I mean, when we were writing the mains exam itself, they used to ask for the entire DAF. So only since last 2 years, it has been changed. So the DAF 1 and DAF 2 have been asked separately. So it is more to, it is more to fix you, because if you were aware of the hobbies and the interest that you had put during the mains examination, so it would have been around 4 months by now. But they are asking you to fill now, and you will be more confused now to put what and not to put. And also, if you are manifesting new things like, okay, I will do this hobby from now on. So even that will be more confusing if you uh, put it from now on. That means you want to practice from now on. So, anyways, the sir will be briefing you about that particular thing, because he himself has been part of the intro panel for 5 6 years. I'm not sure 5 years or 6 years. So he will be having, I mean, those perceptions. Like when you put, let's say, yoga as your hobby or meditation as your hobby. So he will be perceiving this particular hobby from his own end, and maybe with respect to his experience and his own, I mean, insight into this process. So his perception will be different from what do we pursue. So let us have a first-hand experience of him with respect to the perception of what you put in your DAF. Later on, after his session is done, sir will log out, and I'll be available here. So we can have one-on-one discussion, or if you are okay with listening to others' DAF or sharing your own DAF with others, then that is also welcome. Otherwise, we'll have one-on-one sessions. And when it comes to the general briefing about the DAF, so according to my experience, that is the experience of last 11 years, I have seen people putting their DAF with due diligence, and also preparing on that one, and even in the last moment, that is in the nick of the time, like how they'll be unstable with respect to whatever they have filled. This I have seen very closely since last 11 years. And earlier, when 6 months were given to put this draft to, I mean, like it is the older practice, like along with your mains, then at least you will be resolved to do what you have filled in the DAF. So now that is one more lacuna. And when it comes to those 4 sections, first section is with respect to your medal, scholarship, or some kind of achievement at college level or university level, and especially they have mentioned national level of that thing. So that is the first thing. Second thing, it is with respect to the games and NCC, or the sports bar NCC. So some group events where you have participated. And the third thing would be the leadership skills that you have exhibited during your college or during your profession or some stages of your life. And finally, it is about the hobbies and interests. Actually, when it comes to hobbies and interests, these are the general interests. General interest in the sense, like, you don't have to be expertised in these particular domains, and you are doing all these for your own benefit, that is for your own recreation. But now I mean, the momentum has come to this level that these hobbies and interests are not pursued very lightly in the sense, like, it is just for what I can say, just for time pass. If you have put that, will be caught off guard. So that is why over the years what has happened is these hobbies and interests are gone to that level ki you are to be very much expertised in these things. That means you have given a lot of time of your entire life for these hobbies and interests, and you are passionate also. It is not like you have done during school days or college days and you have not done now. So I'm admitting sir now. So after the initial brief, I'll hand over the call to you. Sir, good morning, sir.
Are you all ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning. What do you want me to do now?
Sir, that is what, sir. With respect to a detailed application form, they have time until a day after tomorrow's evening, sir.
Okay.
To fill those particular sections, sir, especially with respect to education qualification and their, professional experiences, their social background, all that has been filled in the DAF 1, sir. In DAF 2, basically, they have to stress upon the scholarship, what they have got, medals or some achievements, and also with respect to the sports and NCC or some group events they have taken part of, and also with respect to leadership skills and hobbies.
I saw that. Okay. Now, all these people are ready. Now they want to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are ready, sir.
Total, how many? There are 10 people.
Sir, here there are around 10 people, sir.
Around 10 people. Okay. Good morning, all of you. Mr. Mrityunjaya has told you about how to fill the DAF form. DAF 2 is very important, because normally, am I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Now, DAF 2 is very important in the sense that the members of the interview board will ask you questions based on what you have written in the DAF 2. It is because normally it is a human tendency to boast about our achievements. As you are seeing in the DAF 2, it says, question number 7 says, please give particulars of university, state, national level. So, be very clear. The UPSC is asking you, if you are a university level, if you are a state level, or if you are a national level recipients of any prize, medal or scholarship. Most of the time what we see in the UPSC interview is that many people, even though they may be cricket champions in their gully or in their own school or in their mohalla, they mention all these things. If you mention these things, it is irrelevant, because the UPSC has asked you whether you are a university level, whether you are a state level, whether you are a national level. If you people are not university level, state level, national level, don't fill up that particular thing. You can say no. We come to the next question. Sports, NCC, etc. All of us have got some interest in sports. All of us. If you are played cricket in your school or in your bank or in your organization, there is no need to mention that. But if you are a champion, if you have been selected for All India team or a state team, university team, then definitely mention that, because very clearly they were saying sports, NCC, etc. Now NCC, etc. also means national security, the social service, NSS, and the other similar national schemes. So it is not limited to NCC. You can mention about NSS also. Then the third question they are asking is position of distinction leadership held in school and college. This you can. This is not national level. Please listen to me carefully. Question number 7A, 7.2 are related to university level, state level, national level. Whereas question number 7C very clearly mentioned position of leadership, position of distinction of leadership in school and college. This you can mention if you are in your school or in your college, if they have been given any position of responsibility, then you mention. This relates to both school and colleges. So 7A, 7B is university, state and national. 7C is your school and college level. Distinction, this you please note while filling up. It is very, very important. Then 7D, other extracurricular activities and interests such as hobbies. This is, as you know, it is not competitive. Your hobbies, you are not competing. For example, I write books. I am not competing with others. For example, Yogendra Singh must be interested in photography. He is not competing. Or Pawan Kumar may be interested in collecting coins. Or Vijaya Sunnat may be interested in trekking. Or Chaluvaraj may be interested in cooking. Or Anil Kumar may be interested in traveling. Each of us have got different hobbies. Each of us have got different interests. So whatever interest and hobby, some people may be writing poems, some people like to sing, some people like to do antakshari, some people like to do other things, helping the children, some people may do social service. All this you can mention, whatever that you think is important, you can mention all extracurricular activities and interests. So this is a very simple thing. I have mentioned. We come back from 7D. 7D is respect to you as an individual. Whatever you like, whatever you are doing, you may be singer, painter, artist, dramatist, trekker, journalist, poetry writer, whatever it is, you mention. 7C is your school level, college level. So whatever, supposing you have become a school prefect, or you are a hostel warden, or you have been given leadership for your school trip, etc., etc., that you can mention in question number 7C. Whereas question number 7A and 7B are related to state level. Question number B also, even though it may not be state or national level, if you have participated in NCC, you can always say that I have participated in NCC. But if you have attended Republic Day Parade in New Delhi, you mention that I have attended Republic Day Parade. I have completed A certificate, B certificate, C certificate. But be very, very careful. I repeat, again repeat. Question number 7A is only university level, state level, national level. Prize, medal, scholarship. You see, I have got a lot of people who say, I have got a prize in essay writing competition in a nursery school. That is not listen. So be very careful and read. Give particulars at the university, state, national level in respect of prize, medal, scholarship. If you have got prize, medal, scholarship in university level, national level, state level, then only mention. Your school level, your mohalla level, your city level, don't mention. I hope I have made myself very, very clear. So now, Mrityunjaya, these people can ask me questions. Any person to any questions? Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm there, sir.
Let people ask
Yes,
the
sir.
questions.
I'll ask one by one, sir. I'll ask Apurva to ask her questions first. Apurva, you can ask, sir, anything related to that.
Okay, so regarding my hobbies, my question is, can I just write my hobby as art and craft, or these processes as to say recycling art?
You were too close to the mic. I could not hear your question at all.
Okay, thank you. My question is regarding hobby, and should I write this as an art and craft, or should I be writing it as specifically as recycled art?
Mrutyunjay, what exactly did she say?
Yeah, Apurva, better you type your this thing. That will be because there is some issue with your audio.
But I thought she said arts and crafts.
Yes, sir, correct.
If it is arts and craft, what exactly is the art and craft? Hobby, arts and craft, there may be arts and crafts, may be painting, it may be making.
Yes, sir. I do string art, quilling art, spoon art, and glass painting, embroidery.
Exactly right. That embroidery, you say, screen art, you say. Mention all the four, not merely arts and crafts will not make any sense. You have to mention all the four.
Okay.
Okay.
Then other thing, Apurva.
That's all from me.
Okay. Nishchit, Dr. Nishchit, you can ask the doubts that you have, please, sir.
Sir, I have no question.
Okay.
I have no question.
Okay. Suma, now you can ask questions related to your DAF.
Okay, so good morning, sir.
Good
So
morning.
my hobby is floriculture. In my village, I have grown 15 to 16 types of flowers, and my mother sells around 4 to 5 of them. So floriculture is again a broad term. So how do I make it specific, sir?
No, you can mention floriculture. Clearly, you can mention floriculture, and you can say which are the flowers that which you are growing, and what floriculture may be something to do with roses or something to do with exotic flowers or whatever. So you mention that clearly. There is no problem. Floriculture, generic term also, there is no problem.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Any other thing, Suma?
So with respect to role of leadership, I represented my class in 3 years of diploma, and I was a mess secretary in my engineering in UVC Bangalore. Sir, is that okay to mention it or just leave it?
You were mess secretary in UVC Bangalore.
Sir, UVC, yes sir, in hostel, girls hostel.
Only in hostel.
Yes sir, only in hostel.
You can mention, because it comes under section 7C. Comes under 7C, you can mention that you were a prefect in your hostel, that you can mention. There is no problem.
Okay, sir.
But it doesn't make sense. A lot of people have got this.
Yes sir, that's true.
It's not really something outstanding.
So it's better
but,
if I just leave it.
Yeah, just leave it.
Sir, with respect to her position as a prefect in the diploma college for 3 years, won't that be outstanding, sir? Because 3 years she had been...
No, prefect in the diploma, that is okay, but not the ladies hostel, whatever, secretary or some secretary. That everybody does it.
Yes sir, more or
yes,
less.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Even if she leaves both of them, okay. Prefect you can maybe continue. Prefect you can continue, but the other one no need.
Okay sir, okay, thank you sir.
Yogendra, you can ask questions too, sir. Yogendra, are you there?
He's not there. Go to the next man.
Yes, sir. Selvaraj.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, regarding prizes and medals, during my 10th, regarding my 10th result, I got prize from Government of Karnataka, Kannada Development Authority, for scoring highest marks among Kannada medium school in my taluk.
Okay.
It was the All Karnataka prize. The prizes were given to the highest scorer in each taluk.
You can
So
mention.
can I mention that, sir?
Yeah. You can say Karnataka State Prize for securing highest marks in Kannada. That's what you say.
Yes, sir. That is my question, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Naren, you can ask the question too, sir.
Hello.
Naren, yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question regarding hobbies. Sir, I put my hobby is interest in learning spoken languages and dialects.
Okay, supposing you put that question, what are the dialects you have spoken? I will ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, this hobby I've developed. I was in business for 8 to 10 years, sir, before preparing for UPSC.
Okay.
And I'm from Raichur, which is situated very close to Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and all.
Ah.
So this was a curiosity that developed in business, sir. I started learning languages like Telugu, Hyderabadi, Hindi, Marwadi,
Okay.
and all that, sir.
Okay.
So can I put this as a hobby?
Yeah, yes. Hobby also interest learning language. Then they will ask what languages have you learned.
Okay.
Then you have to tell no what languages you have learned.
Yes, sir. Apart from my mother tongue, I've learned Telugu. I've learned Marwadi. Then I've learned. I mean, usually in our places we speak Hyderabadi Hindi, sir. From Bollywood and all, I've learned Hindi, which is spoken in North India.
No. See, whatever you are mentioning, I personally feel that it is of no consequence. You need not mention this in your DAF at all.
Okay, sir.
It doesn't make any sense. Because there are a lot of people who are interested in learning language. That's one of the interest people may be having. You may be having other interest, maybe stamp collection or coin collection or something else, tourist related thing, writing poetry. They are all easy. This one, no?
Yes, sir.
That you can try one of them.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. So it is advisable not to put this as a hobby.
Yeah.
Fine, sir. And sir, regarding the leadership positions I've held, during my MBA, I was a head for, the fest conducted for two years.
Okay.
I headed that, and I have also been a student volunteer for 2 national seminars on impact of global financial crisis and sustainable development of economy.
Okay, if you mention that, you can put it, no problem. But the festival, don't mention it, because there are a number of people. There are thousands of colleges. Every college has a festival. So festival director and all don't mention, unless it is it's a state sponsored or a national level festival like film festival or something. But the other one, if you are going to mention, you be 100% certain we will ask you questions on that financial management, because you say that you were in seminar. What did you learn from that seminar? I will ask.
Okay,
so
sir.
Prepare to answer that question. Whatever you have learned from the seminar, you mention. Otherwise, no.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You understand, Naveen?
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
Because we will ask questions. Supposing you are mentioning in seminar, you said some financial. What is the subject you said?
Sir, the subject was the impact of global financial crisis on Indian economy in 2008, sir.
Same question I will ask. What is the impact now?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
I am with the board, I will ask the same question. So if you are prepared for the question, wait.
Fine, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody.
Yogindra has written his question here, sir.
Vipassana meditation, lot of people they have read, yes. Performing local folk dance, Bandori, yeah. But if you are Yogendra can mention, Vipassana is very common, don't mention Vipassana. Performing local folk dance is something which you can mention, but you have to explain. The interview board member will ask you, what is Bandori or what is Matki? That you have to explain. At least one question will be definitely there. If you are prepared for the answer to that question, you mention. Okay.
Yes, sir. Kabir Bhajana also he has.
Kabir
Bhajana Gayan.
Supposing I see Kabir Bhajana, I will ask about Sant Kabir. Does he know everything about Sant Kabir? We can grill him on Kabir for 10 minutes, no?
Yes, sir. Yogendra, are you prepared on that? If your audio is not working, then you can type here.
Yeah.
If you are okay with the Kabir, questions on Kabir. Sir, until then we can handle other.
Yeah, next one.
Yes, sir. Yes. The person who has written RM has his name. I don't know his name. You can just start asking questions. Your profile name shows RM. I don't know the full name of yours. Kindly ask questions.
Yogendra,
Okay.
I have your answer already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vijaya, now you can ask questions to sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, in seventh first A, sir, in prizes, medals, and scholarship. Sir, I have not got any national level or something, but there is an NGO called Catalyst. It is all over pan-India NGO working. It mainly works for women empowerment, especially for their professional education. So since I am coming from rural background, so they supported me throughout my higher education, 4 years. So can I mention that NGO scholarship?
No, there is no need. No need.
Okay.
No
Okay.
need.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Vijaya, anything related to our interest, leadership, all that thing?
No, sir, I'm putting playing badminton and reading non-fiction, sir. So I think...
Non-fiction, the question I'll ask, which is the non-fiction book you read recently?
Sir, I read not just an accountant book by Vinod Rai, our former CAG.
Okay, I will ask about Vinod Rai, why was he under problem and what did he do about the coal scandal, 2G spectrum, all that thing I'll ask.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I read it, sir, recently, but for this again, I will make up points and precisely I prepare, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. RM, you had made your this one. Yeah, you can ask questions. Your good name, please.
Manjunath.
Yeah, Manjunath, you can ask the questions.
Sir, regarding medals, I have small doubts. Actually, when I was in college, I participated in swimming and powerlifting. I won one bronze and silver medals from that. But I have not competed.
Swimming where?
IIT Guwahati, sir, at the college level.
College level. Okay, you can mention.
When I was in BTech at university, but I have not competed with any other university.
No, it's okay. College level something you can mention. Yeah, mention.
Powerlifting and swimming, both I have won 2 medals. Those 2
Whether you are winning or not participating is okay.
Okay, sir.
College level you have participated in this one. That's what they say. Isn't it? Prizes, medals, scholarship. You have won a prize, isn't it?
Yes, sir. 2 medals I won, sir.
2 medals you can mention, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Any other
Any other thing, Manjunath? Manjunath?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay, Anand Rao, you can ask question. Anand Rao.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I have mentioned hobbies like reading non-fiction book, meditation and watching documentaries on space exploration. So is it fine, sir?
Repeat your question again.
Sir, I have mentioned hobbies. Hello.
Tell me.
Sir, I mentioned hobbies as reading non-fiction books, meditation and watching documentaries on space exploration.
Okay, but on all the 3 subjects, are you prepared to answer any question?
Yes, sir, I'm preparing, sir, on all these topics. So I'm watching documentaries, then reading few books.
Which is the documentary you recently saw?
Sir, Carl Sagan's show, which was old one, that I have seen. Then in Discovery, one theory of universe that I'm watching now, sir, on Discoveries.
Are you a science student?
Mechanical engineer, sir.
Then they will ask you lots of questions. It's a very tricky type of thing. If you are prepared to answer all the questions, better not. If I were you, I will not mention this channels at all. Watching channels, no.
Okay.
But it's up to you. It is a risky.
Okay, sir. So meditation and non-fiction books.
Non-fiction, which is, I told you just now, only a girl I told, no? What exactly they will ask? Which is the non-fiction book you read recently?
The Joys of Compounding.
What does it mention? Who is written that?
Gautam Ved. Sir, it is bit about like related to stocks as well as like how learning is so important in life and how learning actually compounds over the period of life. So how it can help.
Okay.
We can mention, sir, non-fiction books. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Pawan Kumar is there. Pawan, are you there?
For Yogendra Singh, his question, I have no idea, no answer for that. You have to ask somebody else.
Hello?
Yes, Pawan.
Yeah, Pawan, yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sir, in the 7A prizes and medals, I had won the second place in Cisco project exhibition at the state level in the engineering for my project at the state level, organized by Cisco.
No need. No.
Okay, that is one thing. The second thing is that I was selected and given an internship to a national level coding test. Just 100 people had selected across India from again a private firm. Across India, this was a national level coding test.
Okay, see, I want to tell all of you once again, please listen to me carefully. This particular DAF is very tricky. Whatever you mention will land you in lot of questions. If I am asked to write this DAF, I will very simply mention reading and writing, or reading, watching movies, because the interviewer will ask, which movie did you see recently? Or reading, he will ask, which novel did you read or which non-fiction you read? Or floriculture, he will ask about floriculture. But if you keep on mentioning about various space exploration and other things, it is difficult. Why do you unnecessarily want to get into trouble? Always hobbies, simple hobbies. Somebody has said Vipassana, everybody knows about Vipassana, okay. You will not get questions. If you, by trying, you are not exhibiting your talent. If you are mentioning all tick, you are not going to get extra mark. Your DAF 2, which we are now discussing, will not give you even 1 mark or half a mark extra. Am I clear to everybody? That is the reason why we are having this particular session to you. There is a tendency among candidates to boast or mention about various achievements. The UPSC is very tricky. If you boast you have done that, they will pick up only that thing and try to grind you. Therefore, be very, very modest. Don't mention unless you have played for the university, unless you have won national level NCC national level medal, unless you have got Jeevan Raksha Padak. Don't mention any of these things, because that will result in questions. If you are willing to answer, prepared to answer, do. But there is one person who mentioned about Pandori dance, Matki dance. These are the things many people don't know. So they will ask you to explain. So you explain. Therefore, again and again and again and again I am repeating, this is, don't boast anything. As much as possible, lie low, lie low, lie low. Okay? Because once you write on the DA form, it goes to UPSC, then your fate is sealed. Even if you mention no, nil also, even a first ranker, UPSC topper, many times they won't mention anything. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಟ್ರಿಕಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರಮ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಹಳ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. I hope by speaking in 2 different languages, I have made myself understood by everybody. Okay?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, okay. I understood your guidelines. Sir. The second thing, in sports and NCC. Hello, can you hear me, sir? I'm not able to hear you.
Tell me, I said.
Sir, I was state level for the full team
State level?
Basketball team captain of Bangalore team.
What happened later? Later, what happened?
He won the tournament at state level. I was the winning team captain.
So you represented your college?
School.
And won any medal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We won the first place in the state level.
Oh, okay, you can mention. That can be mentioned.
Okay, sir. In my last part, the 7D part, I have a habit of learning new programming languages in software development.
No need.
Okay. Nothing else.
Okay. I think I'll call it a day. Mrutyunjay, is okay or any more questions?
Sir, I think one more person, DM Patil, is there. I'll just ask her or him. DM Patil, if you are having any questions. Yeah.
Yes. So no question from my side.
Okay. If anybody has got any question which they think that they have not been given an opportunity to ask her, please send the question to Mr. Mrutyunjaya. I will answer by evening. Okay. Everybody.
Yes, sir. I'll communicate that.
If at all somebody has not asked, if somebody is feeling that left out, he can ask the question and I will reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, with respect to the other deliberations of our program, sir, in the future days, I'll communicate to you, sir. Okay. And all the prerequisites, what I want, I'll bring it to you, sir. And the same thing, I'll communicate to the candidates.
Okay, done. But be aware that for the next, 4 days I will not be there. During this week I will not available. Only from
yes, sir.
Next Tuesday
yes.
onward.
I think, Pawan, you can mute your this thing. It is disturbing. Pawan, please mute. Or I'll only mute his. Mute him. Sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, as of now, the dates have not come, sir, with respect to the candidates interviews. And I am expecting it to be in the April 1st week, sir.
Okay.
So next 4 days is not a problem, sir. I'll disturb you only after 4 days, sir. Okay. And whatever the prerequisites we need for the program, sir, I'll bring it to you, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, sir. Others can stay, sir will log out. Thank you very much, sir. Yes. Yeah, I think many of the things are clear with sir's advice. And now, after sir's briefing, like if you have any other smaller question, you can ask it to me. And with respect to your privacy, if you are not able to communicate that to me, then definitely you can log out and you can call me at any point of time. If you want to discuss few things over this call only, you can stay back and you can ask few questions to me. Otherwise, leave your number. That is like you communicate your number to me either through the group or directly to my number. So you can note my number down. That is 99869 45679. I repeat, 99869 45679. Or I'll type here. 99869 45679. Okay, when your dates are out, I'll have a one-on-one session. That is like with sir, I'll arrange one-on-one session. And last 2 years, he has been the guiding lamp for all our candidates. And due to his sessions, we could see there is a jump in into marks of few candidates. And last 2 years, we had conducted only the online sessions because of the pandemic. This year, he is allowing us to go for offline one-on-one sessions. So, from our institution, we'll take you to his house and in his open garden, we can have this conversation or one-on-one sessions themselves. And if he is okay with your performance, then he might not give another chance to you. But if your performance is average or below average, then he will communicate to you that one more session is required with respect to one-on-one mock. So like this will further the program. And with respect to my availability and my colleagues' availability, you can always directly contact us. Anyways, we are part of the group which I have started. And with respect to these one-on-one sessions, you don't have to come to the institute premises. You can just have a Google Meet or Zoom call. So on that only we'll try to have one-on-one sessions. So these are from our end. And when your dates are out, please communicate it to me, and I will schedule your one-on-one sessions respectively. And even if you are planning to go to Delhi as early as possible, that's not an issue. If you are not available offline, then definitely we can have the online session with sir and also with the faculty or myself. And before you submit your DAF, if you have any kind of any kind of doubt with respect to your DAF, so before you submit the draft version, you can send it to my number, or you can personally ping it to me. So whatever the doubts you have, I'll try to solve by today and tomorrow, according to your communication. So today and tomorrow we'll try to wind up this DAF link thing, and after that I'll schedule the one-on-one sessions. And even with respect to the subject doubts or anything with respect to Karnataka, because most of us here are from Karnataka, so I'll be open for those discussions. And this we are doing it since last 1 decade, and most of the issues what we have since a decade, they are even more important today. So we'll have a fruitful sessions with respect to the subject preparation, and also with respect to the doubts on your DAF, or maybe it is with respect to Karnataka, or generally the current affairs. That includes everything, right from science, space to international relations too. So we'll have those fruitful sessions. And at the end of the thing, our objective is to get more selections, that's it. So it doesn't matter like from which state, from which organization, from which stream, it doesn't matter. Finally, we should have very good officers around, because the system is in trouble. So whatever that we are doing, it is to build a strong system. That is you or us. So we'll have good officers. So good officers will have good administration. Definitely we'll have a good mission as the end of it. So now you can ask me. If you are not hesitant to disclose your DAF or any question, you can ask me one by one. I think less than 7 people are here. Suma, Yogendra, Manjunath, Anand, Basangoda and Pawan. These are the people who are here. You can ask me anything that is with respect to your DAF. Anyone can open.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Pawan. Yeah, Pawan. Yeah.
My dad's profession is a TV technician. He's a normal TV mechanic. We have a small shop.
Very good.
Can they ask questions on this?
But with respect to the mentioning of his profession, I think as a part of DAF 1, you might have written self-employed or business, right?
Yes, sir. But in the DAF 2, they clearly asked about whether to mention which kind of a business he is in.
Pawan, let us not get confused with respect to DAF and the questionnaire. Questionnaire is different. Questionnaire, it is solicited by a DOPT just to know what kind of candidates are coming, and it is kind of a survey. So with respect to the policy making in the future, they will use your answers. Okay. Nothing with respect to your father's profession will be reflected in DAF 2. Trust me.
Sir, one small thing. In the OBC annexure,
Correct.
They have asked clearly what kind of job your dad does. They mentioned in the bracket, please mention very clearly whether it is like, say, just a second, shopkeeper, grocery shop, like that. It is mentioned. So they have mentioned TV technician.
Okay. See.
OBC annexure.
Yeah, I understood. But even with respect to the OBC annexure, this particular page will not be accessed by the board members. This will be accessed by DOPT. This will be accessed by UPSC, but not the board members. The board members will be having mainly the summary sheet, a single sheet, which is summary of your both DAF 1 and DAF 2. And at the max, they can have both of your DAFs, that is DAF 1 and DAF 2. But as far as my experience goes, no personal questions. That too, with respect to the profession of our parents, no question will come, and we can trust that UPSC is a like very dignified organization, so they will not go to such details at all. Okay.
So, the second thing in the last part, there was the details of wealth by parents.
Yes, this is the new thing. Yeah, this is the new thing. Most of the OBC candidates have confused with respect to this thing. When it comes to the questionnaire, so this is basically the socio-economic questionnaire of ours. And UPSC and DOPT want to know like what kind of candidates are coming. So with respect to policy making, all that thing, they will use this survey or this questionnaire. Okay, this time around, they have asked about the wealth. And first of all, when it comes to the OBC certificate and the criteria required for non-creamy layer, this is basically based upon your parents' employment, that too in government. So if they have entered Group C at their entry level, then you don't have to worry about their income also. And beyond that, if they are not government servants, then it is with respect to the income level what they have. If it is not crossing 8 lakhs in last 3 years, then definitely, yeah, you are OBC, non-creamy layer. But wealth, so never the OBC status will be decided upon wealth. So it is according to like whatever the amendment what we have so far, or on the criteria on which the OBC non-creamy layer is given. This is again for the information of the organization or Department of Personnel and Training. So you don't worry, there you can put conservatively whatever the wealth that you have, maybe it is with respect to residential plot, residential building, or maybe it is with respect to some other thing what you have as a mainly in the immovable assets. Movable assets you don't have to mention. So with respect to immovable assets, you can be as conservative as possible. Okay. So you can mention a few there. So that is not going to matter. Okay.
And in that 15, the next option is whether you have any documentary proof in support of the wealth. And if you have to upload it.
Yeah. So basically, whatever the wealth proofs that you have, so some of the lands will be litigated. Okay, and some of the lands or the properties will be part of inheritance, so on which the clear title will not be there. So you mention only those things where there is a clear title in the sense whether your father or mother owns them as inherited property or like their own acquired property. So only wherever the title is very clear, you mention that. Okay.
And then we have to upload that the deed copy, so they have asked for documentary proof.
Yeah, if you have, then upload it. Otherwise, I mean, if they are not there or if they are not accessible, then you can just mention that you don't have proofs. Okay.
Okay.
And UPSC is not an organization where it wants to, where it wants to reject the very good candidates. Other state public service commissions, I can easily say that, they want to reject you. So they want all the reasons to reject you. But UPSC is very secular in that sense, and definitely it doesn't want to lose any good candidate. So don't worry about all these things. Okay. It is basically about whatever the certificates that you have mentioned earlier before your mains. Maybe it is with respect to OBC or income, and maybe for the candidates who are from reserved categories, and also with respect to PH, they don't want to lose you. Okay, in all the senses, they want to keep you, but they want to make sure that whatever that you have mentioned is true to the best of your knowledge. That's it. Okay.
So with respect to OBC, the OBC annexure, not OBC annexure, OBC document of UPSC to be into creamy layer, your income should have crossed to 3 lakhs in the last consecutive, 8 lakhs in the last 3 consecutive years.
Okay.
For the last 2 years, my income file in 1920 and 1819 is been around 5.6 and 7 lakhs. But in 1718, the income had crossed 8 lakhs.
1718 is okay, see, for example, if you are applying for CSE 2021, okay, you will have to, the CSE 2021's application was out in the month of February. Okay, in the month of February. So for that, you have to have the
financial year details of 1920. That is 2019-20, 2018-19, and 2017-18. In that year, what was the total this thing?
Sorry, 1920 and 1819 it is below 8 lakh.
Yeah, understood. In 17-18?
1718 it is 8.9 lakh.
Okay. So already you have applied and you have written means also. Okay, don't worry about that now. Okay. Anyways, you have uploaded. Let us see why can't you like clear in GM itself? Don't worry about that. We can have a discussion over it later. But let us not make that as a hindrance right now. Okay. Already filled is filled. Applied is applied. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Manjunath, Yogendra, if you have anything, we can discuss.
Sir, Manjunath.
Yeah, Manjunath, tell me.
Sir, my father was a primary school teacher, government school teacher when he joined.
Yeah.
But now I'm not able to get that group A, group B, group C, like that categorization.
Okay.
Teachers, there is no category. So what should
I do? No, don't worry. It is not above group C, okay? Actually, it will start from group D, school teacher. Okay? Don't worry about that. Yeah? So maybe about school teacher.
Yeah, primary school teacher, SGP.
Yeah, primary school teacher, I think it starts with group D. Okay?
D.
Okay. You check, okay, in your state of Andhra Pradesh, right? Yeah, in state of Andhra Pradesh. So what is the equivalent group for a school teacher? You just check in any of the notifications. Okay?
For us, actually, they have not mentioned it.
Okay, you can mention in the bracket unknown, if that is the case, because the equivalents are very important, especially for OBC. See, we have many employers like central government, state government, PSUs, banks, all that thing. Okay, there are some confusions with respect to these things, but I don't think it is above group C. Either it will be group C or group D. Yeah, that is, yeah. Or you can put, like group C, comma D, like that you can, or group C / D you can put.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Fine then, Manjunath, we'll meet again. Okay, we'll have a clarity over all those things. Okay. Yeah. Yogendra? Hello, Yogendra? Yeah, Purva.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you have anything particular at me, you can ask.
Sorry, sir, I was unable to catch up to continue. But
that's okay.
My question is, I was looking more doubtful regarding this art and craft because see, just writing one or two may not be sufficient, or I should write all of them is what my question, because I do like string art, popsicle art, quilling, cup art, phone art. I do like greetings. I do dream catcher, rakis, embroidery, glass painting. So these are totally like a lot much, and I may not be able to write them.
Yeah, I listened to you while you were telling me to this. Okay, so basically among these like you can pick up a few. Okay, pick up a few. So you can mention like art and craft. Okay, and there are no like the punctuation marks allowed here. So art and craft, and in continuity, you can mention 2 or 3 of these arts, and you can mention etc. Okay? But you have to pick up those 2 or 3 which are very closer to your heart. Okay? You should be able to feel very happy when you are asked about those things. Okay,
sir. Or should I be just writing pick 2 of them and write just that and then say etc.?
No, you are right, because see, you have done so many things, and with your answer I can say you are very much passionate about these things. Okay, So let us be honest. You mention about these. You mention generic about this art and craft. Okay. Then you mention these 2 or 3. Then etc. And when they probe into these things, then you tell about the unmentioned things also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think you can do well in this question. I can easily sense that you are more passionate about these things. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And with respect to other sections, like the 4 sections what we have, as Sir told, the first one is very tricky. Okay.
Yes,
Let us not be boasting there. We can hold ourselves there. And second thing, like if you have any good achievement with respect to sports and NCC, you can mention those things. But according to my experience,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sports section I've left blank because I'm not at the representing either a state or national level. But the prizes and events I have like 3, sir. Like first one is 6 RGHS University rank.
Okay, that's very good because RGHS is one of the very popular universities what we have in India. Okay. You can mention that.
Yes. And the second one is 2nd place in paper presentation on amyloglyphics at International Students Conference.
Okay.
The third one is 3rd place in table clinic on Wilcodontics at IDA conference.
IDA conference. Okay. That happened when?
That happened in maybe around like 2018 or yes, sir. I remember.
See, this table. University level. I think that one is enough in the first thing. And this last one, you drop it. Okay. Second one, what?
It's a paper presentation, sir.
Paper presentation on?
On amyloglyphics.
Amyloglyphics. That is, you are a doctor then, yeah?
Yes, I'm a dentist, sir.
Okay. So in this paper presentation, who are all the participants?
Myself and one more person.
Better you drop that also. See, I'm just few years experienced into these things, and I can easily sense that this achievement of yours is not so significant. Okay, the people who are stalwarts who are sitting there, okay, they are 60 years, 65 years, and all. For them, it looks very insignificant. Okay, first one you can definitely mention. Okay, and the art and craft, yeah, that's also fine. Yeah, but overall, in your these 4 sections, that is as part of 7, like overall, if 6 to 8 are there, that's a very good number. 6 to 8. Okay. Yeah. Apurva, tell me.
Sir, and distinction leadership I've mentioned as organizing. That's only one thing I've mentioned.
Where all you have organized the camps?
Sir, in Bangalore only, near around Bangalore. That's my college, near around my college.
Okay, how many camps you have done so far?
So far, maybe like 6, 7 every 6 months.
And in few of them, you were the sole leader?
Yes, sir. Regarding all the dental kits, everything we had to manage.
So I'll try to better your wordings or sentence construction. Okay, but it's a good achievement. Yeah, good achievement. Yeah. Apurva. We'll meet again. We'll talk over it again. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Nishchit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, Nishchit. Nishchit, are you in library?
No, sir. I'm traveling. I couldn't hear you properly, so I stopped.
Better type your question. I'll answer in audio. Okay.
Sir, no, sir, I'll come and meet you today or tomorrow evening before filling one. I thought I'll
No,
meet you.
I'm out of station instead. You can give me a call, normal call. Okay.
Yes, sir. Right now, no doubts as of now, sir. I'll, in case I have any doubts, I'll give you a call.
Yeah, sure,
Thank you,
Nishit. You can give me call anytime. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yogendra, you can call me at any time. Yeah. Okay, Apurva, even if you have anything, you can call me at any time before you fill that up, after you fill that up. Okay, and send me a draft copy, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, and kindly mention your number also, because this call will not record your number. Kindly send your number too. I think I have given my number 99869 45679. Okay.
Sir, could you please repeat your number?
99869
Yes, sir.
4567
567. Yes,
9. Yeah. Yeah. Manjunath, you also, anything will have a call. Yeah. Thank you. All the best. We'll keep this momentum. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Bye.